Alright, I'm going to try something I've never attempted before. This is going to be essentially an out-of-the-package pick. At the same time I got that other American Lock US one that I picked off the trunk. This one was on the shelf, just ready to go for purchase with a key, which is keyed differently than the other one. Works in this one. Does not work in this one. Unfortunately, that means I've seen the bidding. I actually don't like to see the bidding before I pick a lock normally, but I have with this one. It is what it is, but I have not attempted to pick it. I have not stuck a pick in this, a tension wrench in this, anything yet. And I guess I'll just have to take my word for that. But I guess I need a tension wrench, don't I? Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's just stick a pick in it and see what happens. I have a feeling that this pick won't cut it because that bidding is so extreme. Can't get on that back pin. It's really stiff. It wants to counter, but at the same time, okay, there we go. We're starting to get over center on that. Okay. Now, let's go back. And one wants to counter, and there we go. It's open. Anyway. But I don't know. Somehow I always feel like seeing the key and knowing the bidding, I feel it's a little bit like an unfair advantage. Because if, like the other one I picked, there was no key. I had no preconceptions of what was in that lock. And I like to do it that way. I like to feel the pins and let them talk to me the first time I go into a lock. But unfortunately, sometimes you can't avoid it. Let's see, I need to pull this clip. So let's see if I can rotate this to there. I can lock this one up if I want to, because I have the key, which is a rarity for me. Like I said, a lot of my locks I don't even have keys, and then I have keys for all my 410 Lottos, but I actually keep them separate. They're all stuffed into a Ziploc bag in our junk drawer so that I can pick through them without having any concept of what's actually there. And I should have a shim in here, but I don't. Let's hope I can do this again. No, I'm gonna need a shim. They're trying to get caught in that actuator. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that. get back to picking this, or gutting this. Alright, I've never shimmed one of these before. I just got my shims in. So this is going to be a new experience for me. Somebody's got a Harley. Alright. Yeah, that makes that a lot easier. Keep the key pins in. Alright. Let's remove this. Let's see what they put in these contract ones. Nothing unusual there. Okay. Tweezers. I don't know if they will work for these small pins. Rebend these tweezers a little bit. I bent the tips by accident the other day and had to rebend them, and they're not grabbing these small pins very well. So we got 2 serrated spools, 3 serrated spools, 1 serrated pin, and looks like another serrated spool. All right, and springs. So let's see. We've got serrated key pins, serrated key pin, standard, which is facing backwards and doesn't want to turn around. My regular pinning tray is full of challenge lock pins at the moment, so what I can do. Oof. Anyway, let me get a close up of this. Ah, dang it. Cover up my nasty band-aid. Anyway, let's see, we got a standard short key pin, serrated, 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 standard, 4 serrated spools, 1 standard serrated, but in actuality, these 3 pins don't really come into play much. I mean, you barely pick anything there. You mostly are dealing with this one and then just touching those up. So it's actually, I know the bidding looks intimidating at first, but it really actually is pretty easy. Actually, let's throw these pins back in here and we'll just see what this actually, what does. I always forget to do that beforehand, but let's see what actually needed to be picked and how much the spools came into play, and my hands are shaking again. It's one of those days. I do have issues with developing the shakes from time to time. All right, let's just make sure that all seated. Yeah. So you can see, you really are not, all you're trying to do is not overset this one back here. I mean, they all have to be picked, but not very much. Mainly you're dealing with 1 and 5. The others you're just pushing up through a couple of clicks on the spools here really aren't acting as spools, they're acting as just another serrated pin, really. I mean, I suppose they could false set in there, but I don't know that they get much chance to. They didn't when I was picking it anyway. So anyway, that's my first actual almost out of the box pick. Like I said, that was the first time I had stuck a pick in it. I wanted to save that, share that with you guys. And I will try to do the same when my order from Padlocks comes in. Well, thanks for watching, guys. And actually, I'm going to stop this recording, pause this recording. I'm going to pick my other US one and get that here. So let me stop this, I'll put this back together, and then we'll pick back up where the other one was. Okay, quick addendum here between locks. This being a key retaining design makes for an interesting problem. I have to get this thing locked back up. To put the core back in it, because I can't put this. I mean, I suppose I could do something, but the key gets in the way of this getting in if the key is in, but if the core, yeah, I can't get that in with the key in. But if it's unlocked, the core has to be turned, so I either have to pick it back open or lock the shackle on the lock manually, turn the actuator, drop this back in, then do this, open it. That's an interesting problem I hadn't anticipated. You'd have to do the opposite, gutting it. If you were doing it with the key, you'd have to open it, pull the screw out, then re-close it. To get the screw back in. Just found that a bit interesting. Thought I'd share it. Hold on. Okay, now I'm back. Here's the one with the key. Here's the one without. Let's go back into this one and gut it, because I haven't gutted it yet either. So let's do this again. This one feels like it has more friendly bitting. Got something wrong. Good click. Here's a false set. Counter rotation. I don't like the way that left me. Dead core, so it doesn't easily reset. There we go. Right, back up here. Pin 1. Counter rotation. Okay. There's counter rotation back here. Carefully. This one's really sensitive. It will overset real easy. There we go. I was part of the problem. The reason it took me as long as it did at the shop is because it's actually freed up quite a bit. It was pretty, pins were grabby and it obviously hadn't been exercised in a while. So let's get this clip off. Oh shit. Did I really just do that? There we go. Jeez. Oh, sorry, this is going to be a long video, guys. If I keep screwing up like this. Alright. Kind of get an idea what the bitting is. Looking in there. Let's... Oh, that little short sucker's got serrations on it. Nice. They're all serrated, even that little short sucker. The core is just standard though. Alright. Shim out. This core is slightly different too. There's more of an overhang lip here where the Bible overhangs the front on this particular one. The other one was pretty much flush. We got one serrated spool, one serrated. Another serrated spool. Another serrated spool. And another serrated spool. So this one again is one serrated, 4 serrated spools, but what I find especially interesting is that even that shortest key pin is serrated, which I haven't seen on any other Americans. Usually once they get that short, they don't bother to serrate them. At least it looks serrated from this angle. Let's get it up close on your camera here, and hopefully you can see what I'm seeing. So you see that? There are serrations even on the short little key pin. So all 5 are serrated. We have 1 serrated driver and 4 serrated spools and the springs. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. Thought that was a really very interesting locks with their dead core and the non-bypassable key retaining feature. And they definitely have an interesting quirk when you try and gut them with the key. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching.